I was going to die in about 5 years.
A failing kidney should have killed him, and the wife who refused to let it happen. How this Fort Myers woman risked her own life to give her ailing husband a second shot at his.
Live, the news you count on. NBC2, News at 6.
And when doctors told this Fort Myers man he had 5 years to live, he knew his wife would give him support, but he never imagined she would also give him her kidney.
Diagnosed with kidney disease, a Fort Myers man learns he only has 5 years to live. Well, that was more than 30 years ago.
All the time you live, you always have this haunting in the back of your mind, okay, of when is that ticking time bomb going to go off?
How his bravery, his guts, and a life-saving gift from his wife of 42 years is making the future look brighter than ever before.
Robert, thank you. When Ron and Jackie Martin got married 42 years ago, they promised each other they would stay devoted in sickness and in health. Little did they know then that Ron had a kidney disease that would eventually require a life-saving transplant. And an even bigger surprise, Jackie would be his donor. NBC2's Jessica Stilwell followed the Martins through the surgeries.
I was 14, freshman in high school when you were a senior in high school.
Shortly after Ron and Jackie Martin started dating, they knew their love would last. Married now more than 4 decades, they've made a lot of memories over the years.
This is a fun picture of your 40th class reunion.
But not all have been good.
We didn't even know where this came from or what it was all about.
Ron's father died of kidney disease when Ron was just 30 years old. Shortly after his death, Ron learned his dad's disease was genetic.
This doctor told me that I was going to die in about 5 years, and that my kids are going to inherit this problem.
Ron knew he would spend the rest of his life waiting for his own kidneys to fail.
All the time you live, you always have this haunting in the back of your mind, okay, of when is that ticking time bomb going to go off?
That bomb went off last summer. Ron needed a transplant. At first, the Martin's son, Ted, wanted to be the donor.
This ain't happening. You know, that just ain't happening.
Definitely not going to hurt my kid.
And Ted found out he couldn't. He also inherited the kidney disease. And since his sister has it as well, Jackie stepped in. She would give her husband one of her kidneys.
And as far as I was concerned, if it was able to happen, it was going to happen.
I have to let her do this. It's not me. I don't want her to do it.
For years, they've lived with this demon that in a matter of days could very well be gone.
I have to do this for them. Sorry.
Yeah, you do. And
I have to do this for her. I have to do it for them.
And as the Martins arrived at the hospital, it became all too real.
The big day has arrived. It has. It has arrived. Here you are.
Jacqueline Martin. Yes.
In just 24 hours, they'll know if Ron's body will accept Jackie's kidney.
The surgery is over. It was an overwhelming success, and now the recovery begins. But Ron and Jackie won't be doing that together. They're on different floors, even different wings of this hospital.
We used to make this great big long trip, to come over and visit them.
It takes a while for Jackie to wheel over to Ron's room.
You got Jackie.
But every trip is well worth it.
We're both okay. We're making it through.
Yep.
We did it,
Yep.
and we're good.
And while they're slowly realizing a new life is about to begin, it's hard for Ron to see the future.
I've lived with the kidney disease for so long that just to instantly wake up the next day and have, I'm fixed, it doesn't quite go that way.
It may take some time, but this couple knows with a healthy new kidney, the possibilities are endless.
Surgery day is like the first day of the rest of our lives together, and certainly the rest of his life, to be able to feel so strong.
A rebirth for a couple already together a lifetime, now preparing for the next phase of life to begin. Jessica Stilwell, NBC2 News.
Jessica tells us since the Martins' children both have this disease, they felt like surgery was important so their children can see firsthand it is not a death wish. And while there's no cure, they can live long lives. As for Ron and Jackie, it has been 2 weeks since the surgery, and they're both doing well. We'll be right back.